Hello, my beautiful married sister. I just want to talk to you for a moment, heart to heart. Is that okay? I know what it feels like to see your friends on social media who are coupled up and seem to be so happy. They're smiling with their beloved, they're having a great time, they're experiencing amazing places. All the lovey-dovey that comes through the pictures just crushes your heart. They seem to be so happy and they seem to have something that you no longer have in your relationship. I know what that's like, and it is crushing. And some of those pictures are true. Those couples are really in love and they're happy. And some of them are not true. They're fake. But whether or not those pictures are true of happiness or fake of happiness is not as important as what's real for you. And I know that there are many, many, many times where you have had many, M-I-N-I, many breakdowns on your bathroom floor, crying in the shower, on your way to work, while you're grocery shopping. When you are alone and no one is watching, your heart is in a whole lot of pain because you are not happy in your marriage. And I want to encourage you that there is a bold step you can take to feel good about yourself and happy where you are in your marriage, whether or not you choose to stay. But you can find peace and happiness if you do something that is so bold, so unconventional, but so helpful. And that is you learn your superpower, which is emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is a hidden superpower that most have no idea what that's about. They think it's a bunch of feel good emotions that nobody wants to deal with. But in fact, your emotions run the show. So, for example, maybe you just need to understand emotionally that when he says something that makes you feel invisible or makes you feel stupid, that and then you respond with telling him off about himself, maybe what you really need to learn is what we call impulse control. That's an emotional intelligence skill. So instead of going off on him, you choose a different strategy. Maybe it's to say nothing, or maybe it's to say something like, okay, got it. Or maybe your emotional superpower skill that you need to practice is managing the stress of being a mother, of being a wife, of being a daughter, of being an employee or employer. And that stress is causing you to check out in your relationship. Well, that's an emotional intelligence skill of managing stress that you can learn that could make a difference for you personally, professionally, and in your relationship. Or maybe you need to learn the skill of what we call emotional self expression to be able to communicate what you feel and what's real to you and for you in a way that is empowering to you without being demeaning to him. Maybe you just need to learn the skill of self expression. All of these are under the umbrella of emotional intelligence. And if you know your emotional intelligence score, which is how smart you are emotionally, as well as how weak you are emotionally, you can use that number, that score to your advantage. Wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like to know how to manage the ups and downs and left, the rights of your emotional journey in this relationship? You do, trust me. Emotional intelligence is your hidden superpower. With it, you feel empowered, more confident, more comfortable in your skin. You won't let his inability to love you the way you deserve to be loved to mess up your whole day and sometimes your whole life. My call to action to you is to find out what your emotional intelligence score is, because what you don't measure, you can't change. And then to find out how to get emotional intelligence coaching so you know what to do with your strengths and your weaknesses emotionally. This has been my heart to heart message just for you.